Welcome to my gym.
Secret.
In Arabic, it's called Maghrib Salah. As Muslims, we pray 5 times a day, and then we see it as checkpoints in our day to keep us on hold with our faith, to always remember God.
Yo, fighters! Welcome back to the channel. Today we are delving deeply into the fierce realm of boxing and peeking behind one of the toughest training camps in the game. Indeed, we are discussing the one and only Artur Beterbiev and his crazy training before his much-awaited rematch with Dmitry Bivol. Your usual training camps are not this one. We are speaking about blood, perspiration, and pure will. Training camp for Artur Beterbiev is based on absolute grit, hence he is not holding back at all. If you consider the first fight to be a struggle,
My coach doesn't like music, you know. He never put music. And
wait to see what Beterbiev has in store this time. So strap up, because we're going to lay down exactly what goes into Beterbiev's grind. Let's start right now. Chapter 1. The calm before the storm. Before the tough rounds in the ring, before all the sweat and fatigue, the first thing that starts off Beterbiev's camp is the mental preparation. Yeah, you heard me right. Mental. Artur is clearing his thoughts for the fight, not just concentrating on his appearance. This isn't just about physical toughness. It's about managing your thoughts when you're ready to go in the ring with one of the finest pound-for-pound fighters on the globe. And let's not forget the pressure here. This is a rematch. After losing to Bivol in their first fight, Beterbiev understands this isn't
also, like, during the training, like, you know, where is everything loud, you not hear your coach or something, like, it's not good.
just about victory. It's about redemption. And if there's one thing we know about Beterbiev, it's that he never backs down from a challenge. Chapter 2. The early mornings and the grind begins. You know how it goes. The early bird gets the worm, and in boxing, the sooner the better. Beterbiev begins his day at the crack of dawn. It's still dark outside while he's getting up to lace up those gloves. We're talking about a significant work ethic here. His regimen is rock solid, focused on being in the correct attitude.
We like to learn stuff, we like to take care of details. At the same time, we don't want to have too much information around it, like when we try to fix one point at the time and be very specific with that. And but he's a good student.
And beginning the day strong with core exercise. But it's not just about the physical training, however. Every morning he spends time focused on his approach, imagining what he's going to do to Bivol in that ring. It's all about establishing the tone for the day. And he understands that if he can command his mind and body, then he's one step ahead of his opponent. He knows Bivol is tough, but Beterbiev's toughness is based on years of sacrifice and tireless labor. Chapter 3. The killer workouts. Once Beterbiev visits the gym, things start to get real. The dude works like a machine, sprinting through exercises that would make most people break a sweat simply watching. But not Artur. He's in his element, throwing punches with accuracy, gliding about the ring like it's... second nature. His fitness methods are rigorous. We're talking about strength training, cardio, shadow boxing, and heavy bag exercises. It's the balance of explosive power and endurance that makes Beterbiev such a dangerous fighter. Each punch is calculated, each movement is purposeful, and everything he does in the gym is preparing up for a plan that'll tear Bivol down, piece by piece. Strength training is a huge element of Beterbiev's program. He's not only concentrating on the endurance of his punches, he's striving to make sure he's able to endure 12 rounds at a tempo that Bivol won't be able to keep up with. For that, he pounds the weights hard, training on explosive lifts and strong motions to make sure that every shot he lands has the utmost impact. But that's not all. His footwork is essential. It's about being able to cut off the ring, corner Bivol, and create opportunities. He spends endless hours with his trainer, focusing on footwork exercises, turning, and making sure he's always in the correct place to attack.
Did you feel that your power hand was as effective as you wanted it to be? Or was this guy, was it like banging on an anvil?
No, he's like a wall, to be honest. I didn't throw my punches to
break this wall. I was throwing.
Chapter 4, the sparring sessions. Now we come to the exciting part, sparring. And let me tell you, these sparring sessions are no joke. Beterbiev is renowned for his hard-hitting style, and his sparring partners are feeling the strength behind every strike. He spars with fighters who can emulate Bivol's movement, boxing technique, and defensive abilities to give him a genuine sense for what to anticipate in the ring. But here's the thing about Beterbiev. He's not simply striking hard, he's strategic. He understands when to ratchet up the intensity and when to keep things calm and measured. And that's the beauty of his sparring. It's all about building up that fight IQ, so when the bell sounds, he's ready for whatever comes his way. He's continually adjusting, learning, and developing with each session. The sparring sessions also assist Beterbiev fine-tune his ability to cut off the ring. He has to be able to trap Bivol, put him in awkward circumstances, and break him down with those power strokes. It's not only about hitting the big blows, it's about landing them at the perfect moment when Bivol is least prepared. Chapter 5, the nutrition and recovery. All right, let's discuss nutrition and recuperation, because Beterbiev is not only putting in the work in the gym, he's putting the same effort into fueling his body for the fight. Every meal is meticulously prepared to offer him the proper amount of calories, protein, and nutrients he needs to operate at his top. You're not going to catch Beterbiev snacking on junk food. He's eating high-quality meals with lean proteins, complex carbohydrates, and heaps of veggies. His nutritionist ensures his body is receiving precisely what it needs to recuperate swiftly from those rigorous exercises and remain at top performance levels. It's all about making sure he's in the finest physical form possible. But here's the problem. It's not just about training hard, it's about recuperating harder. Beterbiev puts a lot of work into his recuperation procedures, ensuring sure his body's always ready for the next round of training. From cold baths to massages to stretching exercises, Beterbiev ensures his body remains fresh, even while it's being pushed to its limits. Chapter 6, the focus on mental toughness. When it comes to boxing, the mental side is equally as crucial as the physical one. Artur Beterbiev has a laser-sharp concentration, and that focus is what's going to get him through those difficult times in the battle. He understands that when he gets into the ring with Dmitry Bivol, it's not just about who has the stronger punch, it's about who can be calm, cool, and collected when the pressure's on. Beterbiev is renowned for his unwavering confidence. But that doesn't mean he's not putting in the effort to develop his mental game. He's working with sports psychologists to sharpen his mind, keep focused, and make sure that his nerves don't get the better of him on fight night. The pressure is on, but Artur thrives under pressure. Chapter 7, the final countdown. As the battle grows closer, the tension of Beterbiev's training camp approaches a fever pitch. The last days are all about fine-tuning and making sure everything is flawless. His staff works with him on precise techniques, looking over every angle, every movement, and every punch, to make sure he's prepared for everything that Bivol may throw his way. This is it, the last push. The final few days before the fight are all about dialing it in and making sure that Artur Beterbiev is at 100% when he gets into the ring. No stone is left unturned. The blood, sweat, and tears have been poured into this moment, and now it's time to lay it all on the line. So there you have it, an inside look at Artur Beterbiev's arduous training camp ahead of his major rematch with Dmitry Bivol. From the early mornings to the intensive sparring sessions, from the strategic planning to the mental concentration, Beterbiev is doing all in his power to make sure this fight is a different narrative from the previous one. He's coming in stronger, quicker, and more motivated than ever, and he's ready to make a statement. This rematch is going to be one for the history books, and you don't want to miss it. So stay tuned and make sure you're ready for one of the most exciting, action-packed contests in recent boxing history. Chapter 8, the role of the trainer. Behind every great fighter comes a great trainer, and in Artur Beterbiev's case, that person is Mark Ramsey. Ramsey has been with Beterbiev through thick and thin, helping him through his career with a great balance of technical expertise, guidance, and inspiration. You can't simply get into the ring with Bivol without the appropriate game plan, and Ramsey is a big part of this. The bond between boxer and trainer is something that extends beyond only the physical components of boxing. It's about trust, and Beterbiev and Ramsey have formed a friendship that's been tested through some of the most arduous occasions in Beterbiev's career. When Artur's feeling the exhaustion, when the path becomes difficult, Ramsey is there, not only yelling out directions, but providing him the mental edge to go through. It's that link that helps keep Beterbiev laser-focused on his purpose, to dominate the ring and make Bivol feel every ounce of his might. The hours they spend together in the gym aren't just about refining abilities. They're about devising methods that will push Bivol out of his comfort zone. Whether it's looking at angles for hitting blows or locating flaws in Bivol's defense, Beterbiev and Ramsey are putting in the time and effort to make sure everything is in place when the bell sounds. Together, they've established a winning combination, and when fight night comes, the effort they've put in will be visible every time Beterbiev walks forward. Chapter 9. The Toughness Factor, Beterbiev's Mindset. But let's talk about toughness. When it comes to Artur Beterbiev, tenacity isn't simply a feature, it's his DNA. From his early days in boxing,